Hi, my name's Courtney Spryer, and I am applying for the internship position at Right Love on Her Arms. Just a quick introduction. I was going to tell 5 things about me. The first one is I do have an emotional support animal. Her name is Ethel, and I also have a pet cat named Nessie after the Loch Ness Monster. I am also an artist. Another thing is I am in the process of writing a book. Another thing about me is my 3 dream jobs would be in a psychiatric facility for criminals, a long-term psychiatric facility for adolescents, and then also a children's hospital. One more thing is I live in Minnesota, and I actually moved here. I used to live in Kansas. When I think of community, I think of a group of people that share an interest or a certain way of thinking. For example, I am a part of an art community, which means I can relate to anyone in the art world, their struggles and their strengths. Someone outside of the community wouldn't be able to fully understand what it means to be an artist without first being one. I don't believe I can think of a real-world example of a healthy community. A healthy community should not be biased in any way. I'll use the art community once again to explain what I mean in better context. In the art world, white straight men are more likely to be recognized for their work and be put in galleries than a black trans woman. There are widely celebrated artists of color, but the ratio of men to women in the art gallery is skewed to favor men. Within the actual community, some artists will look down upon a certain media or style. Realist painters tend to look down upon abstract painters. In a healthy community, we would all praise each other for the skill and hard work that each one of us has put into our piece. That I'll give my full attention and effort for each task I am assigned. Not only would I give it my best, but I would also like to help make this great organization better than it already is by getting to know the inside and out and offering up suggestions. Love this organization from the bottom of my heart and will do anything and everything in my power to help. Though this organization is not all I'm passionate about. I'm a huge mental health advocate. I'm going to college to specifically get my master's degree in art therapy. Ever since I was diagnosed with depression in 2017, I have been very open on social media about my struggles and spreading awareness to others. I believe that mental health should not be taboo to talk about. We should be able to discuss it just like any other health concerns. The more that people understand about mental health disorders, the better we can communicate and work with each other so we can all do our best. I want to be able to give the help that I desperately needed but never received. After I get my degree, I plan on making a presentation about mental health disorders, and I would want to propose it to a school board to help adolescents understand a little more about what might be going on inside their head. Sadly, I do not have someone that strongly influences my life. I wish I did, so then I'd have someone to follow or look up to help me when I'm struggling. To answer this question, I'd have to say that my past experiences are what have a strong influence on what I'm doing now and what I have planned for my future. Starting around early middle school is about when I started showing symptoms for depression. I didn't know at the time that's what it was. I felt extremely lonely and helpless. I couldn't talk to my family because my parents didn't understand the concept of having a mental health disorder. They still have issues understanding to this day. The depression inevitably got worse throughout high school to the point of suicidal ideation on a near day-to-day basis. Getting ready to go to college, I decided I wanted to become a therapist. I don't want a child or teen to go through something like that alone, like I had to. So one of the hardest things that I've ever done is when I actually moved here from Kansas. I decided to come here because I didn't want to be dependent for the rest of my life. I wanted to challenge myself and get out of my very small bubble from my small hometown. I've had to pull myself through my suicidal ideation and every doubt in my head. It's been hard, especially because I had only been to this state once before I moved into the dorms. I didn't know anyone, and I was completely alone. I was able to overcome all of my problems and all of my issues that I was having when I first moved here with a good friend of mine. I didn't really have any close friends until I started working at my current job. When I was able to have someone that I could finally rely on, it was extremely hard to let that person in and to let them help me. And so I just kind of got stuck with her, and I am really glad that I still have her to this day because she's helped me through a lot, including me going to the hospital after a suicide attempt in One more thing. I want to thank you for your time, for looking over my application and this video, and I want to thank the entire organization for even having an internship program in the first place, because we finally have a place that we can go and grow within a very safe place with a lot of people supporting us. I just want to say thank you one more time, and I hope that I will be able to work with all of you in the short coming months.